Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Dog hit me up. Hello? Shorty on my line, told the bitch to call back, cause she getting out of line. Louis, what's the deal? Nigga, we talk. Got a 9 on a mission, nigga, watch we talk. Meet me on the block, tell me everything you know. From the guns to the chips and the kilos of coke. All I see is white, let my vision flash. Got my hand on them birds, about 100 in cash. Nigga, what's the math? Said I'm rich forever. Ride a trap or die, got my mind on this cheddar. Wish a nigga would, if a nigga try. Leave brains on the step, laying next to his mind. Get it or die, that's the motivation. I tell it how it is, see the bullets penetration. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Kick the door, hit the floor, homie. See this fall, homie? Leave your brains on the floor, homie. I want your bricks from out the crib and the floor, homie. I'm talking dollars and them cents from out the drawer, homie. Tie your bitch by the beat, I want it all, homie. You niggas barking like the deed, I let it off, homie. 100 pounds in the crib, I took it all, homie. I left the nigga by stairs where his bra, shorty. 200,000 on the rinse, I spent the charm on it. Dump a nigga on his neck, that's a prize moment. Real niggas up the back, you know, bases loaded. Pussy tried to walk me off, hit a crazy homie. Bent the block, dubbed 10, left him in the coma. Northside, Illidale, you know, son of Cobra. Big dog in the bit, the dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick.
No solving it. See the turtle, leave the never HANEY to use the gun. HANEY. We're gonna get to all this at the 8-minute mark. But just tune into the top singles off Trap Lord EP. You dig? Yeah, that's the topic. Hopefully, post it before. Shout out to Asante, of course, he's singing up to him. Shout out to my guy, Low Nigga Bison, off of the church out here. In and out with the situation, the low fat, and the low fat.
Shorty hit my phone about some dope around 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron, lay him down when I fire shit. Fuck all that line shit. Bullets get the frying quick, dirty in the ladder. Hit you niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some dope around 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron, lay him down when I fire shit. Real niggas on the rip, pussy get the gossiping. So I lay him down, take his crown and his watching shit. M1 stock kick, 100 like a mosh pit. Watch me move the crowd with my finger, get the pound and shit. Picture on the mound, third base when we sliding shit. Papa, where you hiding at? Basement of the laundromat. Hanging from the ceiling in the city, where you find me at? Real street nigga, definition of a zombie act. Fuck all that line shit. Bullets get the flying quick, dirty in the ladder. Hit you niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some dope around 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron, lay him down when I fire shit. Fuck all that line shit. Bullets get the frying quick, dirty in the ladder. Hit you niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some dope around 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron, lay him down when I fire shit. Work from across the map, trap, yeah, I sold him crack. Oil in the water, ask your daughter when I blow her back. Dirty with a switchy, yeah, nigga, you getting all of that. Lay him like a doormat, pussy, what's the format? Black Louis chuckers, leave your brother by the door, scrap. 2 bricks came rap, nigga, where that chain at? Pyrex, baking soda when I bought the cane back. Pull up at the light, I'm doing dirty like H-Mac. Fuck all that line shit, bullets get the flying quick, dirty in the ladder. Hit you niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty Grease 'em with the iron, lay 'em down when I fire shit.
Out of pocket. It's out of pocket what this brother trying to do to the zone, man. You know, we understand you got your victory back, you got your old back. We understand, you know, you Ryan Garcia took Oshtering, which is non-believable, bro. I don't believe it. Especially if you know who the guy worked with, you know, and who's in his corner and the history that that person has. You understand me? It'll make you think otherwise. But for him to lose the lawsuit against Ryan and what the judge stated, because after this video I'm gonna post it. I should have put it up as a clip, but I'm gonna post it. In my shorts. It's crazy because you lost the lawsuit against Ryan, and during that lawsuit, Ryan came out negative, which was clean. And you know what? You were suspended for a whole year too, but we're not going to get into all that. We're just getting into how Devin Haney, is filed, which he filed a lawsuit against the Zone to take the video down of him versus Ryan, to take the fight down. Bro, we seen the fight. And if it's like that, I'm going to record the fight, bro. We seen the fight. We all seen what happened. You got checked. Like, bro, we all seen what happened. You know, you gotta take that loss as a man. Cotto ain't go back and get his loss back from Margarito, and Margarito gloves was loaded. It was all plastered, cemented, and all that. Like, went out like a warrior. Every fighter that got cheated, people were on PEDs. People that was working with the guy you was working with. No, during the time when Victor Conte was with Bolivar and people working with him and testing up positive for Ostarine, clenbuterol, etc. You know, it was a problem then, but it's not a problem now. You feel me? But at the end of the day, the point I'm getting to is these ain't none of those fighters that took the laws when they fought those fighters and the gloves loaded, they on PEDs, but Vic and shit. Ain't none of them filed the lawsuit. Ain't none of them went to the New York State Athletic Commission or whatever state athletic commission to get their laws taken off their record. None of them did it. But we seen one person do it, and it's Devin Haney. Now, bro, everything you got, like your godfather is, bro. No, I guess y'all the real deal when you got that and VADA testing. You know, you're gonna monopolize the board. But at the end of the day, which is crazy is, bro, how you gonna sue a platform, which the fight wasn't, but we watch you get your ass whipped, bro. You got to take that loss as a man, bro. We don't care if you don't like watching it because you know you lost. You know the true story behind that is y'all set Ryan up. That's the true story. The true story, and that was Ryan. I would have said fuck y'all, because at the end of the day, Victor Conte, it's like, for instance, I got drug cases, right? Convictions for drug cases, convicted for guns or whatever. So if a and convicted for a robbery. So if a motherfucker say somebody robbed them and I'm in the facility and they say they gonna lock me up, right? I got a robbery on my jacket, right? So at the end of the day, what? Same shit go for Victor Conte. Who the fuck is Victor Conte? Same shit go for him. So at the end of the day, y'all want to create narratives and shine light, like, bro, that nigga's an evil genius, bro. He came home, attacked WADA, then started VADA to mimic those guys. You feel me? And all right, we're gonna put Snack, but y'all gonna cover me up. Like, yo, y'all don't see the monopolization. And then you got Turkey with TKO and Dana coming in and do the same thing, but he's saving boxing, but he ain't really saving shit, ruining it. Keep telling y'all stupid motherfuckers, man. But at the end of the day, Dev, let me talk to you, man. What type of bitch shit you on, bro? You on straight weirdo shit, bro. Now you want to sue the Zone, nigga. The Zone don't take nothing down. The people got y'all back. trust me, the people got y'all back. Because if it's like that, nigga, we won't support that card. We don't, nigga, we just watch David Benavidez and everybody else and just say, fuck Devin. And then to be sad because Norman, like, because we already see the outcome. And that's where I hope the Normans, see, me and the Normans, we bid a lot, but I hope they take heed and see what's happening. Because they're going to knock Devin the fuck out. And if Devin don't get knocked out, then they're going to snack around for real. That nigga Scooby-Doo for real. You hear me? Because we sink Bud, dude. That nigga ain't get tired at all. At all, he wasn't tired. Let me think about that. He wasn't tired at all. So you snackaroni niggas, man, y'all not to be trusted. Cause it's like when once one of y'all lose, this is the corny shit y'all do. Oh, well, how, bro? When these people been taking these tests all of this time and have been coming back clean, but on the night of the fight, the ain't get the fuck up out of here. I don't believe nothing when people say you got your ass whipped. You can't erase that from my memory. And if you do, we're gonna call you more of a bitch, and we're not gonna support your bitch ass, bro. We're not. Drop that lawsuit from DAZN, bro. We're not gonna support your bitch ass. These people made you millions of dollars, bro. No bitch, yo, no bitch, yo. And that's your dad, man. Your dad buying them bricks, nigga. He snorting that shit. He chill, bro. Real rap, man. Fuck that nigga. I'm off to the next, man. Word around town, you know, TEO got a phone call, right? TEO got a call. Word is, um, he posts up, oh, it's a black fight. I don't know why he sees some dumb shit like that. The next thing you know, it's rumors on the net, which can be shell companies from Ring Magazine Turkey, stating that Pacquiao was up the back. You know, T.O. Pacquiao. The link in the chat, y'all. T.O. Pacquiao. So how I'm looking at this situation and taking heed to it is like, okay, that's a good fight, but what are you fighting for? You know, is it going to be Pacquiao Rolly? You know, or is we gonna get the Barrios rematch? You hear me? We gonna get the Barrios rematch? I don't know, man. To each his own, man. We let you people tell you y'all gonna paint a different narrative. But I hope it's Teal Shakur. You know, a lot of people keep mentioning yo, Shakur last fight was when? Exactly. So he's gonna be on a 6-7 month layoff. His hands, bro. I watched some corny niggas, right? Well, shout out to Chris Algieri, a joint called Inside Boxing, the co-host he on here with. I'm watching him saying the dumbest shit out his mouth about Teofimo Lopez. Talking about, well, you can't be fighting once a year. You know, fighters that be fighting once a year. Why you don't talk that shit to Bud Crawford, who fight once a year? Do y'all people know anything about boxing? Do you people know fight a person that fights once a year? What are you hiding? I'm not saying Bud and I'm on anything. No, I'm just saying a person that's almost a person that fight once a year. Cause y'all can talk bad about Tio, but Shakur gonna have a half a year layoff, a 6 month layoff. Bro, your hands is well rusted. You ain't getting no surgery, nigga. You got the surgery before that. You got the surgery before the Josh Padley fight. So how you getting another surgery when you just got one before the Josh Padley fight? That's what I'm saying. Y'all let these people create narratives and fuck y'all up. But he don't. To me, he don't have a hand. A person can listen. Editing is a motherfucker. I rap. I create videos. I know how to edit that shit crazy. And you can make something so fake look so real, and you can believe that until you meet that person and really shake that person's hand and really grab that shit and look at it. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, it's always an excuse for a person that can't knock nobody out. But shout out to Devin Haney. We know his power ain't there, but he's not running around saying, "Yo, I got my hands hurt. I need a surgery." No, he's going to. He got a heart. That's one thing I can respect about Dev. He got a heart, but he do some bitch shit. He do some bitch ass shit. You know, one of the young boys. You know how a young boy come to the playground. He corny as shit, but he got the basketball, and he don't get picked. But since he don't get picked, he want to take the ball. That's Devin Haney. Oh, you get your ass whipped. You want to take the ball and go home. Because you got your ass whipped or nobody ain't picking. That's Devin Haney. We seen it. We seen it with our own eyes. You know, but do I blame Dev? No, I blame Bill, because Bill the one that's controlling the situation. That's what I'm saying. Bill, stay out of your son's situation, bro. All of this lawsuit shit, it's really you, nigga. But good news on Devin. Shout out Devin Haney. You know, baby mother dropping the lawsuit. you know, you watching a lot of people tearing him down on social media in general about what she was, a Taz angel, a Tasmanian angel, some shit like that. Whatever she used to work at. Hey man, to each his own. I mean, everybody pay for the coochie. Sometimes, niggas be slipping and they pimping, nigga. Players fuck up too. You know, she probably poke holes in that joint. And, and God is trooping ass, you feel me? God is trooping ass. And that's why they try to sue the zone so they can try to get some big money back, probably because of the settlement of her pimp. But besides that, shout out to Devin Haney, that lawsuit being dropped. But filing another lawsuit, a lawsuit being dropped against you, but then you're following, a motherfucker following one, you following one is crazy. It's diabolical, man. It's biblical, just like the nigga you work with, Victor Conte, is biblical like his old company. Diabolical, bro. You got to tighten up. You got to tighten up, But do Dev got a heart? Yes. And I'm going to always say this and I'm going to always state this because I tell my son that box, I always tell him, start your own promotional company. And he was the only, not one, he was the only not one, he was the only one that I seen with my eyes that did that shit. That's why he at where he at, because he going in there like a ball, settling his situations. But don't get me wrong, that's the PBC model, because every fighter in PBC was doing that. They brand eight that I know of, they brand eight. So when a nigga brand eight, they not getting paid as a fighter, like, oh, we getting 3 million, 4 million. No, them niggas making 10 million. They making 10 to 15 million to fight. Niggas like, how? The back end, nigga. The back end. You take the small amount or be worried about the back end. You feel me? So a nigga probably bank already probably get 4, 5, 6 up front, but the back end gonna come back. That should probably be like 7.5 million, 10 million, 11.7 million. The back end is always the great. The back end is where the money at, man. But yes, TEO next fight, who should it be? It's talks of Pacquiao, but I don't really know. I just hope it's really Shakur January 26th because that's what we really want. But when you get into detail with the situation, they say, well, he gonna fight Pacquiao December, Shakur January. How? Especially at 147. How? So Pacquiao already can secure any fight with Rolly or Barrios, But Teal Shakur should be the fight for January. But I'm gonna keep y'all in tune with the news on that fight. It's a lot of BS going on, man. It's a lot of BS, but people creating narratives, like on my last stream, I stated, like when it comes to PBC fighters, people dealing with PBC, you got these corny ass companies, shell companies, these corny ass, fake ass journalists, commentators, want to always downgrade PBC fighters. Like for instance, you see them up, you see them praising Triple G, right? But when they praising him, they saying, well, he might not make it because of his resume. He got a shitty resume. He ain't fight nobody. But they downgrade Danny Garcia, but they mention his resume like, yo, he was the shit. His 140 resume, unified, lineal champion. He the Ring Magazine. He the guy at 140, run up to 147, got a title. He's 9-3 at 147. I'm like, dang, this is crazy. It's always the PBC fighter. Even when Sean Porter went last year, Porter should have been. Yes, Porter should have got nominated. Dude, Danny's supposed to be a first ballot over Triple G. Yes, but people, y'all, look who's controlling and running it behind the scenes. That's the key, man. I keep telling y'all they trying to downgrade American fighters, but y'all won't believe me. Probably in the next 2, 3 years, people will be talking this shit. And people gonna be like, damn, I remember all facts for talking that shit. Yeah, they downgrading American fighters, y'all. Let's keep it real. 5, 6 years ago, did any of us give a fuck? Not even 2, 3 years ago. 2, 3 years ago, before Turkey barked the Ring magazine of Oscar De La Hoya, was any of us giving a fuck about the pound for pounders? No, none of us was. No, no, no. But besides that, on to the next, man. I'm giving y'all 5 seconds for the day. Third segment. Thurman working, baby. Keith Thurman is working. That boy in that gym getting that motherfucking money. That boy already right now. He in that gym getting that money, man. One thing I want to say about Thurman, right? Which is news I found out. I seen the interview with Blind Cluster, if I'm not mistaken. That's the brother name. The boy that looked like Wallow, aka Squidward and shit. I caught a couple of things on that interview, right? But a lot of things he said brought me memories of when they all was at 147. And I want them to remember, man. Even before he fought Pacquiao, around a Porter fight, Jerron Boots Ennis was there. Jerron Boots Ennis was there with y'all guys. And y'all wouldn't give him those fights. Y'all wouldn't. But one thing about Karen Duncan, he made sure the world knew y'all motherfuckers was ducking that kid. And I'm watching you mention all of these guys, yes. But Kell Brook came out of, let's keep it real. When Kell Brook beat Porter, that's when we was like, oh, okay. Okay. But Boots getting signed, he's right there with you guys, man. He came people mandatories and everything. Remember, excuse me. When Spence got the IVF off, who? Then he started collecting the titles. Remember, Boots was there. Boots opened up on his cards. Boots opened up on the tank cards. He was always there. Thurman cards, Spence cards. Hey, he was always there. And y'all wouldn't give him the fight. None of y'all did. None of y'all did. But one thing I learned off that is Keith Thurman had a 2-fight deal in Australia with the Australian government. It was Brock Jarvis and Tim Tszyu. And he didn't get the Tim Tszyu fight because we all knew, we all seen it was supposed to be Thurman and Tim Tszyu. But Tim ended up getting the Fedor rematch and ended up going that route. One second. Damn sons, man. It's my sons, man. I'll be trying to tell people, you have to be on the phone so they can grab the live on their situation. I mean, call on their situation because I'm live. When people be interrupting when you're live, you be like, damn, just give me an hour. Give me an hour. I just need an hour of y'all time too. I'll be back later. I'm gonna come back later and cook. But I'll probably shoot on my next channel because I got a lot to say on another topic. But yeah, one thing I found out that Keith Thurman, he had a 2-fight deal in Australia. Brock Jarvis, Tim Tszyu, and Tim Tszyu ended up going the Fedor route. That's breaking news. That's breaking news. There's something none of us ain't know about. He had a 2-fight deal in Australia, and only one fight happened. So it shows you that politics and boxing is crazy. The politics is crazy. And 9 times out of 10, it don't be the fighters. But sometimes it does be the fighters because you'll watch a bunch of fighters get caught in a lie. And this is crazy because what I'm about to say is just organic. It just happened organically. Virgil be capping. Virgil Ortiz be capping. And that's facts. Virgil Ortiz be capping. Yo, it's too many interviews Virgil be capping on, man. I watched the last YSM video. Shout out to YSM Sports Media. I'm watching the last interview which dropped yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, with Virgil. And the stuff he say, it's ridiculous, bro. Cause Virgil, remember, when Boots moved up around August, you just got your surgery. Around May, June, you got your surgery, and you said you won't be back in the ring until August. So when he moved up August trying to fight you, you said, "Well, I'll be back September." Then he said, "I could fight you in September," which was his fight was in September, right? So you said you be back November, January. So They want and fought a ranked fighter, you know. But y'all the ones that's creating the word tune up when you can watch all of the dickhead people, all of the other dickhead people that keep talking this tune up shit like a Paulie, Chris Algeri, when he just said on the other podcast, Inside Boxing, with the other dickhead co-hosts is, Shakur be fighting ranked fight. Dickhead, what the fuck you think Boots for? Guy was ranked number 8 in the WBA. He went from number 10 to number 8. He's ranked in the WBA. He's ranked in the WBC. He's ranked in the IBF. And he's ranked in the WBO. He fought a ranked fighter. So how the fuck is a ranked fighter a tuna? But we get it. Virgil don't fight nobody. Y'all niggas forced to see. See, it was Crawford who picked who ducked fighters and picked a bum ass nigga at 154 and ain't really do much. You know, ain't really do much. You know, Charlo got stripped for his titles. All these niggas is emo champs at 154 stuff, except for Bachler. Remember, Bachler beat Tim Tszyu when they stripped Charlo for the IBF. Bachler beat him. But Virgil, you need to stop capping, bro. You've been in 3 different weight classes, and you still a fucking prospect. Never had a title fight, bro. You moved to 154. You fought a bum ass Frederick Lawson. Then you fought a fucking a 140, 147 pounder and motherfucking Thomas Delorme, who everybody knocked out. You fought a fucking Thomas Delorme, nigga. Your resume is ass. And you fight a Bowichuk, which none of us ain't fucking knew. We already knew that, but Brandon Adams whooped his ass. Nobody knew of a Bowichuk. So you end up fighting a fucking Bowichuk, and Bowichuk made you feel a bad night because he really beat your ass. Dropped you more than 2 times, but
Ryan Mendoza, nah. Yeah. It was Brandon Adams. I'm thinking of Fundora. It was Fundora who got knocked out by.
No, but I'm talking about Virgil. I'm talking about how Virgil be capping right now. So Virg, like, come on, bro. You gotta stop this cap shit. Y'all forced Madrimov upon us, but she was a fucking nobody. That's why I tell people, y'all motherfuckers watch boxing. Y'all know who was undisputed at 154. We watch him get stripped on the night of the Canelo fight for the IBF, and Tim Tszyu became champion and lost to Baca. Then he had all of the titles, and then Fendora and Tim Tszyu ended up fighting again, and Fendora got the title. The next thing you know, Fendora started to be stripped. They started stripping Fendora for the 3 titles. You know what I mean? But you couldn't take the WBA because Charlo was a champion recess. It still is champion recess. So
He's still
everybody,
champion in recess?
yeah, he's still champion in recess WBA. So Bud Crawford was a email champion. Fendora was an email champion. Tim Tszyu was an email champion. Bachram wasn't because he beat Tim Tszyu and took the IBF when Tim Tszyu became the email champion. But getting back to Virgil, bro, Virgil, you gotta stop the capping. Hey, Anthony Robertson. Hey, what's up? What's up, my guy? What's up? What's up? Thanks for tuning in, man. Yeah, Boot's that guy, but like I'm gonna keep it real. That's why this shit is so organically, and I'm glad you say this because my 5th segment is excuses in the sport. You feel me? It's too many excuses in the sport, and then when these people do these interviews, it's too much talking, less fighting. Then you got people that want the fights is there's there's more talk, there's more fighting and less talking. You know, facts. You know,
And we all know Virgil really lost to Bowichuk. Bowichuk beat him.
That's what I'm saying, and that's how Bowichuk's name blew up because everybody like, yo, that nigga really beat you. You know, but it shows after that
and
that
dropped him twice, and he only got one of the knockdowns. Only one of them.
After Bowichuk fight after that, Mikel Fox really beat Bowichuk and got robbed. Mikel Fox beat the shit out of Bowichuk and they robbed him.
I ain't even see that fight, bro.
Right after the Virgil fight, they robbed Mikel Fox, and then Brandon Adams booked his ass again. I keep telling y'all, Bowichuk is not that. Just like with Madrimov. Nobody. We didn't know who the fuck Madrimov was. Madrimov came out of nowhere, bro.
The British nigga after and stopped him.
What happened?
I said Bowichuk fought the British nigga over there in Riyadh. You remember that?
Yeah. Listen, I'm not Bowichuk ass. Fuck them corny ass cards. I'm just talking real boxing facts. You feel me? Real boxing facts of Niggas want to talk commentator fighters. Well, let's talk commentator fighters. You can go back to 2023 and see this shit. You can go back to 2022 and see this shit. Niggas never was mentioning their names. You can go back to every boxing channel that's been invented on YouTube. Nobody never mentioned none of these niggas' names. Because we ain't never knew none of these niggas. We knew certain niggas was on the rankings, but we never knew none of these niggas. You know?
Hey,
And
Anthony, that's facts too. You gotta defend the titles. You gotta defend the
yeah,
titles because it's not all about getting the titles. You gotta hold the titles.
definitely got to defend. But the key thing is, right after Charlo fought Canelo, we just started watching him be stripped. So we never got the opportunity to see him defend nothing again. You feel me? Which Bud Crawford, you could have came straight up to 154 though. I just beat Spence. You just lost to Canelo. Well, fuck it, me and you fight because y'all history is there. Fuck a storyline. That's a real history. You
Yeah.
feel me? That's a
Yep.
real history. That fight should have happened at 154. But what Bud do? Just like he always does, become undisputed, then he dropped the titles. So how can we say you the GOAT when you're not defending your status, bro? You feel me? And then listen, this one I'm about to cook at, right? Because you know he can become 4-time undisputed if he fight Charlo and they both fighting for the lineal titles.
How?
How? Do you know what undisputed is? It's the lineal title. It's just the Ring Magazine belt, really.
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Shout out Max Kellerman. You heard?
Nah, fuck Max. I always knew this. Everybody in boxing, though, we all know Teofimo was the first 2-time undisputed champion. We all know
Youngest.
that. We all know that. You people even heard Derrick James say that shit. Nigga, I always said that shit. My son,
TEO
everybody,
did it last week. That's what he said.
yo, you can watch all my videos from fucking when Teo fought. That nigga's the first 2-time undisputed champion. But that's what I'm saying.
And
Buck
then
can
you
go
say
there.
even when they was calling the fight, it was an undisputed fight until
It
he
was an
won. They
undisputed
didn't say
fight.
he was the new undisputed champion.
Yeah. Yeah, when you watch the fight, it says that. But the key thing is, I'm saying is, Bug can fight Charlo for the lineal. And if he win, let's keep it real. He's undisputed champion at 154 if he beat Charlo for the lineal. That's an easy joint, bro. It's a great fight, but I'm talking about you ain't fuck niggas collecting the 4 titles. The titles don't mean nothing to the lineal. That's what we fighting for. We fighting for the lineal. That's why when Boots said, when Boots beat Stanionis, he beat the man of the division. We got to keep it real. Stanionis was the champion since 2022. You feel me?
Yeah,
The
but
real
he ain't fight
champion.
since 2022 either.
Yeah, he was the real champion there. And Spence was elevated to super. You feel me? Spence was elevated to super. And Stanionis became the full champion at the WBA. So 3 years holding that title makes you the guy. And then putting the Ring Magazine up, which is the lineal title, when Boots got that, he's gonna go down as lineal undisputed champ at 147. That's what the lineal is, you know. And Charlo staple there at 154. He's the lineal champ. Come fight me for it. We gonna get the fight that we want to see. You feel me?
See, he
No,
called out Boots too.
yeah, he called out Boots. He called out Boots, but we all know we waiting for in the next week or two. See this rigged ass fight. Virgil get this victory. And I got him winning. I got him winning. I got Lubin lasting 7, 8 rounds, no more than 9.
I ain't gonna lie though, bro. Last night I was watching some tape on Lubin.
Yeah,
Lubin better than Virgil. He is. He
yeah,
is. I don't know. And
yeah.
that nigga could
Listen,
take
he
some
is,
punishment.
but he get gassed out. He get gassed. You feel me? He's not a second half fighter. That was the problem with Caleb Plant. When you watch Caleb fight Canelo, Plant was whooping Canelo ass the first 6, 7 rounds. Then he just got gassed and then went the other way. But with Lubin is kind of chinny. Like him and Virgil got the same chin. The niggas got the same chin. So we probably see a Devin Haney and Brian Norman before it happens. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, they both got weak chins. You seen how Fedora beat Lubin. You seen
But
what Charlie.
who got that bigger one punch?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's the thing. And we
I don't
seen,
know.
nigga, you just got dropped twice by a boa chuck.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't forget about that. And they ain't count once. You did get up right away, but nigga, you got dropped. You got dropped. Who's
And
to
you
say
seen
if
Bo
Lupin
with Chuck
hit you on them
laughing.
crazy shits, boy?
You seen Bo with Chuck laughing when he dropped him. He couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe it when he dropped that nigga. But yeah, yo, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I got a feeling if it go 12, they're gonna give it to Virgil. Because
They have to give it to Virgil.
they got a 10, $20 million fight on the line. You feel me?
The only way they don't give it to Virgil at the decision is if it's a one-sided ass whooping, like I'm talking like a Taylor Tiafimo, like that.
Bro, we synced it though. We synced it with Bowichuk, man. We synced that shit with Bowichuk. I'm not going. Bowichuk was whooping that boy ass. Fuck the 2 knockdowns. He was whooping that boy ass. We synced it. But
That's facts.
at the end of the day, you just gave that man a name, bro. Everybody, yo, bro,
Yeah,
I
his
don't
stock definitely jumped after that fight.
know. You know? And then he got exposed 2 times after that. You know, and those the gatekeepers for Riyadh. Like for Ring Magazine, Riyadh, you know, those the gatekeepers. Majimov, Bowichuk, those the gatekeepers for the 154-pound division. You got to go through them. You go to like 168, you got to go through Shiraz. Those going to be they gatekeepers. Just pay attention. Like Keith Thurman exposed it. He was like, bro, I took the Fedora fight, bro. Y'all niggas was trying to offer me to fight a nigga that's got his ass whipped 2 times, Majimov. Well, I'm going to fight a guy that keep getting his ass whipped. But why is he? The key thing is why is this man still ranked high? No, nigga, when you lose, you drop down to number 10. And when you lose again, you drop down to number 20 or number 25.
You got
How
to
you
get somebody else in there. But the thing is, bro, that they not marketing these niggas the right way. And the niggas who can actually fight, like how me and you was touching on that shit the other day. I actually seen your shorts yesterday, how you was saying the nigga ranked 3,000 is way better than us. And that's facts. The nigga ranked 3,000 might be better than the nigga ranked 5. You feel
yeah,
me? Them
yeah.
niggas, all them niggas been doing that shit their whole life, bro. It's all about the machine behind them, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Shit crazy, bro. But yeah, man, I was telling people about the topic. We was talking earlier. We're gonna get to the dev situation again. But besides that, I want to let people I told y'all yesterday, y'all, I'm gonna let my guy cook on this Troy Isley situation. You gotta cook on the Troy Isley, they game plan.
Yo,
You brought it up.
yo,
Clean them niggas.
listen, man.
Clean
That
them
nigga,
niggas.
that nigga Troy Isley said what he said. What he said, gang. That nigga said he's standing right there in front of him. He said that nigga said he can't time his jab, right? He said he can't time his jab. But the only thing he doing good in sparring that he can't get over is that he's staying away from the power wherever the power coming from. Nigga, you just gave up the game plan right there. Nigga, you scared to get hit. You ain't finna go in there. You not finna go in there and inside fight this nigga. Lamont Roach lost to Tank Davis, but even Lamont Roach tried to get in that pocket and bang that shit out with Tank. Nigga, you not gonna do that with Brian Norman. You not gonna do that. You gonna be moving lateral all night. You gonna be moving lateral all night. You running from the power. You running from the power, and you trying to keep him at the end of the jab. You trying to keep him at the end of the shit. And then when he come in with that lunging shit, what you working on? Them overhand rights. That's the only thing. You trying to keep him at distance. But this the problem. You got somebody with a longer reach than you, I believe.
Not the
You got
eye.
some.
B got a longer reach.
I think so. Hold on. Let's get to it. Hold on.
Cause
Hold
all
on.
B got to do is really jab the nigga, just jab him, just come over,
Oh
just like
my
he did,
goodness.
tongue. That's it. Jab and come over. Jab, come over. He gonna boom catch you. As
Right
soon as
away.
that,
Hold on. I'm putting this shit up right here. Listen. That boy, let me see.
let me grab my rap real fast.
Go ahead. Yep. Got it right here.
Ooh,
It's about the same, but listen. You back? You
yeah,
back?
I'm back.
That nigga Devin Haney got a 71-inch reach. Brian Norman got a
So
72. It's about the same, but his shit longer. His shit longer. He got
Yeah,
that extra inch. And you know what else
yeah.
he got? See, and this the reason why I even think if Brian Norman go in there bum rushing Devin Haney, he could get dropped. Because you gotta remember,
I ain't got him doing that.
I'm
I'm
no,
gonna keep it real.
I don't got
I
him
like
doing that either, but I gotta
like
get
he
to a
can box.
certain
He can
point.
box. Listen, I ain't listen. Me and the Normans, we be bitten right on Instagram and shit. But
Right.
I'm gonna keep it real, man. Like Youngin can
I
fight.
like
He can
Norman.
box.
I've been
He can
saying I
box.
like
He can
Norman.
fight. Yeah, we seen them get exposed with C-level fighters. You feel me? But every fight after that, the niggas that wasn't supposed to be in there with him, he,
Got the
he,
fuck out of there.
he did what Boots did, got him out of here. But Boots fought a ranked fighter, so that's a little different story. I mean, people trying to shit on him because he fought a ranked fighter, but he
But
got him out of there.
wasn't Jen Sasaki ranked though? He was ranked.
No, they forced his ranking, bro. Jinsaki wasn't never ranked, bro. That nigga was coming from, not mistaken, from 120, 126, 130. He got knocked out up there, and come up here, and then top ranges end up ranking him. Nah, bro, we're not gonna do that.
Okay.
We probably cooked them niggas. We're not gonna do that.
I thought he was ranked before the fight. Okay.
Nah, he never was. Just
Okay.
like how Joe Cardina, when he ended
Okay.
up
I got
getting
you.
knocked out, and they try to, the same thing with Josh Padley. They ranked him number 5. Them niggas wasn't never ranked. That's why I say this ranking should be crazy, man. They gotta tighten up on it. But one thing, me getting to Norman is, he light on his feet. He good with his feet. His jab cool. Cause I'm hearing Troy Osley when you was bringing it, when you told me yesterday. I started to watch it today when you hit me up, and I'm just listening to Troy, like, talking about Devin jab, how he fast on his feet. But I seen the video. I don't know if I posted on Instagram, or I might post it later if I got it. I'm watching Dev. Dev big as shit. You know,
And that's
and his
exactly what I
feet,
was finna get to. Go
he's starting to
ahead.
get on some. But listening to Troy, I'm like, all right, Troy. Troy style is similar to Brian Norman's. When you watch him fight, they got a similar style. You feel me? How they move, how they footing is, how the punches is thrown. But Norman shit just a little different, you know, because at the end of the day, he still got old school rules. When you double up, niggas like double up on a jab. You can double up on a jab, but you can boom boom. How he got Jinsaki down, he threw the jab, but came back over with a hook. Double up on his punches and got him out of there. That's why I'm saying with Dev, he can come, but Dev gonna have to parry with his left instead of his right. Because if he parry with his right, that shit going, nah, man, that shit gonna come right down the pipe. Boom. And we don't know how his chin is. But then again, when you got Norman, you know, we see what Figueroa did. Know what I mean? We see what Checo did to that nigga, so it can happen again. But after the Checo fight, we don't really know if Giovanni Santillan really had power. You feel me? People just go over the Alexis Roca fight, and if I'm not mistaken, that shit was like a unanimous, like a split decision, some shit like that.
Nigga, that was a knockout. Nigga, you bugging. You
Yeah,
knocked him out. That's what I'm saying. He beat the shit out that boy.
yeah, but Alexis Roca not nobody. We gotta keep that shit tall, bro. He
Yeah,
ass.
okay. I fuck with I fuck with you saying that, but then at the same time, what niggas like to do is say that niggas is ducking Blair Cobbs when Roken done knocked out Blair Cobbs.
No, but see the point I'm saying, like, nobody ducking Barry Cobbs is that nobody not gonna
Yeah,
work with Don King. Nobody not gonna work with Don King or even Golden Boy. Like I always said, it ain't the fighters that scared to fight people. It's the promoters. They're not giving these fighters their opportunities. You feel me? They're not putting them back in the ring. You know, what these fighters need to do is, man, a lot of them need. That's why I always tell my older son, understand the business. Because once you understand the business, you're gonna always have a fight. You feel me? Because you got fighters, you're assigned to a company, and then we won't see you fight no more. It's like a record label. We'll see you drop 1 or 2 albums, and then you never dropping again. Only time we see you is on tour, and that's what they doing to these fighters, man. And this is the key thing these fighters need to understand. Like for instance, uh,
you sparked my
Corey
joint.
Schofield,
What?
Corey Schofield, right? we see him popping, right? We seen he was ranked number 1 in the WBA, number 2 in the WBC, right under Williams and Payton and all that. The next thing you know, they end up dropping his ass to number 40, number 50 in the WBC. Now he's not getting a WBA title fight. Like the IBF, nothing. The bro ain't getting no motherfucking type shine, no type of title fight. Is it him? Or is it how Golden Boy moving him? You know, because the reason I say that, because you can look at Virgil, you can look at Ryan. These niggas been in certain weight classes and still haven't got a title shot. Well, Ryan fought Tank was a champion. Him and Rolly fought for the title, but it was a vacant title. The point I'm getting at is you never fought for a title. Like Virgil never fought for a title. But this nigga, you fought a champion, which was Tevin Farmer. Then you fought another champion. You're about to fight another champion, which was this nigga Jojo Diaz. But when you gonna fight a champion? Fuck fighting former champions. When you gonna fight a champion? Because at the end of the day, mark my words, they're gonna say, well, he already beat a champion. Bro, Tevin family, bro, but Tevin wasn't a champion at the time. He was a former champion. So you never beat a champion and took the title from him. You beat
Yeah, because at the same time they got to keep that same energy because they don't want to give Boost that credit for Lupinus.
Yeah.
You
And
feel
I
me?
say
So
that
at the
with
same
everybody,
thing.
you know? I started to say that with everybody. I used to say that shit about Floyd. I used to be like, hold the fuck up. No. Floyd fought a lot of niggas that was champions, but the time he fought them, ain't none of them niggas was champions. So we gotta
Yeah.
clear that shit up. No.
Hey, listen, when I talk to my pops and I bring up Floyd Mayweather, man, my pops don't fuck with Floyd. My pops tell me right away all the time, man, that nigga like to fight niggas when they old. He ain't want to fight niggas when niggas was that.
Yeah. I'm
He
gonna be
want to
real.
fight niggas after they get that L. But
I used to
don't get me
defend him.
wrong, Floyd is great though.
I used to defend Floyd. But as I got older, I used to see the bullshit like, bro, like, you fighting, you wait till a nigga get a loss. You let it marinate too long. Like, bro, you and Pacquiao took 10 years, bro. You and Cotto took close to 5 to 7 years, bro. You and Cotto was supposed to fight at 140, nigga.
You know
That's what
what I'm
niggas do.
holding up? You know why I'm holding this up?
Why?
How my boy Dre said the other day, man. Nigga fought 3 undefeated fighters, his whole resume. 50-0. You fought 3 undefeated motherfuckers. 3.
But at
And
the
if I'm wrong on that, somebody fact check me in the comments, but
no,
I'm
no,
pretty
no,
sure
no,
I'm
no,
right on that.
no. But the point I'm getting about that is it's not about your record. It's about
It's,
the niggas that he was fighting, they was them niggas.
of
They
course,
came back, became champions. A loss is just a lesson.
for
When you look
sure.
at Ali, Durant, you can't define a career what they did. Then they got a loss, then they came back and did the same like TEO. TEO got robbed, came back, became undisputed again.
Got robbed. I like how, bro, you the only one who say that. That's funny. That's
That's real
funny.
shit. They got robbed in that fight.
That's funny. That's
They
funny
got
you
robbed
say
in that
that.
Cam Newton fight. And remember that lawsuit I told you about?
That's in there?
Remember that fight in there? That fight in there. The Tyson Fury. That's why Wilder won 70 million because of that shit, bro.
You told me.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, man, like this should just be crazy, you know. This should just be crazy, bro. This should be crazy. But like I always say, it don't be the fighters. But Virgil would be Virgil. Virgil a bitch. Virgil a bitch. Devin a bitch. Cause Devin, like, man, fuck that. We
You
getting
seen
back
that
to each other.
interview with YSM what Virgil said?
Yeah.
He said he never got the opportunity.
Yo, one thing about Virgil Ortiz, right? I watched him saying he had all of these offers with all of these guys. Bro, you knew you was fighting Madrimov. Because the world knew the day you fought Bowichuk, we watched Turkey and Oscar De La Hoya do some Mean Gene Oakland and some Macho Man Hulk Hogan shit. Talking about if Virgil beat Bowichuk today,
He gonna
tonight,
fight Terrence Crawford.
he gonna fight. And you hear Oscar like, Terrence Crawford on some Undertaker Paul Bearer shit. I'm like, yo, this WWE looking shit right here. What the fuck going on? Then what happened? We ain't get that fight. We ain't get the fight, so we got him, we got the Madrimal fight, right? But during the Madrimal fight, remember, he did a good job, but then he get a surgery. So he do an interview May, June and said he won't be back until August. So when Boots moved up in August, he said, well, I ain't gonna be back until November. Niggas not gonna wait until November, bro. Niggas is not. So I'ma beat a nigga up, then I'ma come see you. So the nigga moved up to 154. He tried to get the Bachram fight, but people don't know. You can go look this shit up. August 19th, Bachram Lubin purse bid. They did a purse bid August 16th, August 19th, and August 22nd. So Boots couldn't secure none of them fights. Because remember, PBC type shit, Pro Box, PBC type shit. Then you go ahead with the Fedora fight. He can't get Fedora. Or really the WBA. Let's go to the WBA situation because Bud already fighting Canelo. And during the time, Tellez was the interim champion. So I was screaming Boots and Tellez, but Tellez ended up fighting Abbas. You feel me? And Abbas ended up being upgraded when he beat Tellez, became the interim. Now he upgraded full champ WBA. So the nigga couldn't.
I even thought I thought the Josh Kelly sign was signed.
Yeah, and they always bullshitting. He sent deals to Charles Conwell, but Charles Conwell ended up losing to
Yeah.
that Xander fart, which is George Perez, which is a great affordable opponent. And then Jesus Ramos a bitch. Because Jesus Ramos, when your name was being mentioned and called out, why you ain't come to the light and said, that's not me? You feel me? Why you waited 2 weeks after then tweet? No, nigga, when they was screaming your name, you should have came out and said, nah, nigga, they ain't me. That's my uncle. Nigga, we all knew he was talking about you because your uncle and Barrios was in negotiations, nigga. That's the key shit people don't know about. Then they know the Pacquiao situation ended up
That's
happening.
his uncle. That's his uncle. The nigga who fought Barrios.
Yeah.
Who beat Barrios.
Yeah. And he at 147, nigga. There's only one Jesus Ramos, nigga. That's you, Jesus Ramos, at 154, nigga. Jesus Ramos a bitch. That's
Last I heard, he was supposed to fight Shane Mosley Jr. or some shit.
yeah. They say it's happening. They said that fight happening.
That was supposed to happen on the Thurman undercard, no?
Yeah, but I heard it's happening though on the other undercard. It's going to be on the undercard the next PBC fight. The Pitbull with Lamont John. But yeah, getting the Dev right. Like Dev out here suing the zone because of this Ryan Garcia fight. Like, bro, we seen the fight. You lost, nigga. You lost the first motherfucking lawsuit when you trying to sue Ryan for assault and battery. You lost it. The judge told you, bro, this is a combat sport. How you gonna sue somebody? So you mean to tell me everybody that you fought, they can come back and sue you because you was over the weight limit? You violated the rehydration clause. You violated that shit, nigga. Let's keep it real, bro. You ain't coming 21 motherfucking you ain't meet the 15% or the 20% quota. Nigga, you 140 coming in 165, bro. You fuck everything up. But at the end of the day, he proves that shit.
And I'm not gonna lie, that's one thing that the Haneys like to use to their advantage. Like you'll hear Bill saying, "Oh, we move up quick. We want challenges. We want this, that, and the third." Bro, you're forced to move up because the rules about to come in effect, and that's like the law about to come into effect. And when that come into effect, that's when you can't weight bully the way you've been weight bullying no more.
Now, I'm
So,
gonna
so
send you my guy, the Zodiac files, right? I'm gonna send it to you. Let me grab this light real fast.
go
I'm gonna
ahead.
send you shit so you can take a look at. You're gonna watch all that shit. You're gonna be like, wow, bro, this shit crazy. I'm like, yeah. But at the end of the day, the shit they do, yo, we watch Ryan whoop your ass, right? Your baby mom dropped the lawsuit. So now you, since whatever settlement you had to do, now you want to sue the zone because they still got the video up. Nigga, Kodo ain't sue Top Rank, HBO, ESPN. YouTube, Ring Magazine, everybody that's posting him in the Margarito fight. Oscar De La Hoya not suing Sugar Shane and none of them niggas. When Sugar Shane was on PEDs because Victor Conte gave him some cream. Victor Conte gave Sugar Shane that cream and he tested positive for steroids. Nothing. But, and this not alleged, this is fact. Like, this shit is fact. That shit is out there, man. That shit is
Same
out
way
there.
they gave Ryan them pills to cut weight.
Yeah. And who gave it to him?
Scoop.
Scoop, right? And who Scoop fuck with? Conte.
Allegedly.
And who gym they always in? Zabs, right? They Muslim, but Zab is Devin Haney Grant godfather, right? Hey, come on, man. Come on, man. And yeah, I'm keeping it tall. When Zab was in his prime, we talking, hey Floyd, I don't want to cook you, man. You my guy, man. But 135, 140, we could have been got that fight. We could have got that fight in 99. We could have got that fight in 2000. We could have got that fight in 2001. That nigga ducked them niggas, bro.
Well, Floyd did that shit on purpose, bro. He was doing the same exact thing with Tank, bro. You feel me?
He was no. Yo,
He
that
was, bro. He was trying to keep them niggas
later,
safe, bro.
later on. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm coming back live later or tomorrow. Listen, we're gonna cook on Tank resume because I'm tired of people saying Tank ain't fight nobody when that nigga resume is fucking loaded.
But no, but it's I'm not even saying this about that. I'm saying that exactly how you saying about Floyd. We could have been got them fights, my boy. We could have been got that TEO fight. We could have been got that Devin Haney fight. We could have been got all these fights. You see what I'm saying? And
How
I
about
think
if I tell you this? How about if I tell you this? Offers was sent, but they wanted too much.
but then you got to think about how you said nigga Tank only
Offers
got what you said Tank only got 10 bands for Pitbull. So you got to think about
Roy
it
Robbie.
that so you got to think about if them offers was too low
It
too.
was the Rolly fight. No.
Oh, Rolly fight, excuse me.
You gotta understand what Floyd took off Tank. When they offering, but out of them offering, what Tank made, them fighters not gonna make. Them niggas making learn PBC, man. I'm telling you, man. Learn PBC, man. Them boys eat. That's why Shakur, that nigga wanted a 3-5 fight deal with PBC. The PBC said, no, nigga, we gonna give you a 1 fight deal for I. And he turned it down. And then end up signing with Eddie Hearn. This is a fact. Them boys money, man. Yo, I own the money, make sure you eat. That's why everybody want to fight over there. Because you get money off the back end, nigga. So while
So
you win
why
there, pay attention. When you see a lot of fighters that deal with PBC and they walk out and they look up and look at the crowd, they not looking at the crowd because all of them people like yo, I did it. No, they looking at the crowd like yo,
got
I'm about to
paid,
eat.
nigga?
I'm about to get
Word.
paid, nigga. That's why when you see Floyd come out smiling all the time like this, yeah, I'm gonna
Love
get
that shit.
paid.
Niggas getting
That
them
back end,
M's, nigga.
yeah, that back end,
Getting them M's, nigga.
nigga. What, bro? That's why I tell my son, yo, start a promotional company. You can do that shit now, man. Everything Danny Garcia, like, shout out to Tiffy Bay. They got to fight Hank Lundy and the boy Naeem Parker. They fight
Smoking that gas.
yeah, my fault, yo, I had to run and go grab this paper real fast.
Yo.
Yeah, I had to grab this piece of paper real fast.
Or what we was just talking about, bro? I forgot. Oh yeah, this nigga shit going crazy.
Oh,
They fucking alive
I
up,
can't even
gang.
put airplane mode. Yeah, bro. I was trying to find airplane mode earlier so I could put that shit on. Yo, stop calling me. All right. You hating that shit, bro. That shit be getting mad as shit. You tell a motherfucker, yo, I'm calling you now. Don't call me. Going live. They want
Yo, listen. Devin Haney should not have talked all that shit about Bob Arum and them because if he was with Top Rank would have got that fight deleted from everywhere. You wouldn't have seen that shit.
yeah, top rank, man. That's what they doing. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, we was talking about Tank, right? We was talking about Tank, right? Yeah, but
Yeah.
we gonna mention the resume, the people who he fought. Cause yo, he got a stacked resume, man. No, we was talking about Floyd, bitch ass. Yeah, we was talking about Floyd.
Yeah. We was talking about
We was
Floyd.
talking about Floyd, you know. Yeah, I used to
Floyd
defend
knew
that.
he was getting the mans when he walked out there.
I was defending that man a lot, man. They then we started saying, imagine if the Rolling Tank situation with the 10,000 and about when they offered, yeah, when I left, they offered Shakur that Shakur wanted a 5 fight deal with PBC, and they offered him a 1 fight deal just to fight Tank. That's it. And he turned it down. And if I'm not mistaken, the fight was like for like 10 million, between 10, 15, 20 million, some shit like that. You know,
When he ever made that ever
never,
before.
never that I know of, never did. You know, because I'm gonna be real. When he left Top Rank, I'm like, cool. Then when I seen him on the undercard, bro, I felt sad because I'm like, yo, they trying to play these niggas. But I ain't say they try to play right there. When I seen that, I learned that. I'm like, damn, yo, they trying to play American fighters. That's what I peeped. Cause I'm like, on this card, this the biggest name on this fucking card.
Has any American fighter headlined
And Benavidez right now.
nah Ryan Garcia and Rolly. Oh,
Yeah,
but
right.
not over there. Over there.
Yeah, we talking about over there is gonna be Benavidez, right? First one, right? Benavidez gonna be the first one.
Yeah.
Benavidez gonna be the first one. But that fight rigged though. No, that fight for him to get a knockout. No, I like Anthony Yard. You know, if Anthony Yardy, the nigga named Anthony Yardy. I don't know why they keep calling the nigga Yard now. The nigga name was Anthony Yardy when he came in the game. When he fought Kovalev, you know, I always thought he was nice because I was like, damn, yo, this nigga don't spar and he went in fights. But when he ended up fighting Kovalev, that's when he told the world, yo, I don't spar. And the world found out he don't spar. And he gave Kovalev a good run, got his ass whipped. You know what I mean? So that's how I see what this fight is. If he's not sparring, they put him in there so Dave can get his knockout streak back. You feel me? Go back on his knockout streak. And because remember when he moved up,
He fought Morel and
yeah,
and and Volsic, wasn't it?
the Olympian bull,
Alexander something.
yeah, he ain't getting no knockouts, so he been on
Yeah.
a streak, no knockout. So I think this fight right here is going to solidify him to get a knockout, and then it'll probably be the Bitter V or Bivol fight. You know, that's what I'm seeing. But
Nah,
yo,
I think it's gonna be the better Beaver one because they talking about Beaver gonna take a tune up when he come back because his
yo,
back situation.
this nigga, bro, Usyk is a bitch. He's a bitch, bro. How you don't want to fight the young boy Moses, bro?
Joe
Tell him
Parker
to earn
said
some
he'll fight him
respect.
at the end of this year.
Huh?
Joe Parker said he'll fight him at the end of this year after Fabio
And
Wardley if he win.
now the winner out of this fight, Usyk. The,
Yeah,
the winner.
but Joseph Parker agreed to fight. Listen, check me out.
I know, I hear what you're saying, but I'm talking about that's on paper, on file, that Usyk came out his mouth and said, "I want the winner out of this. I'm not fighting him." Said he not fighting Moses. I'm gonna find the clip and I'm gonna send it to you, yo.
Alright.
And then, who's the guy? Like Joseph Parker manager. Remember, they were supposed to fight and he felt out the joint. That's when I posted the clip when this nigga dancing and shit. He on tour dancing. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is you doing, nigga? You on tour dancing like a motherfucker? Get you the money, nigga. Niggas wanna see you fight, but it's weird, bro. This shit weird, bro. That's why I say him being in a pound for pound, y'all only ranking them because y'all Europeans, y'all all. I'll call all you niggas European,
Nah,
but
he's nasty, bro. Don't even do that. He's nice. He
not
not
nasty.
nice?
Nah,
Who's
bro.
better than him at heavyweight?
Nah, bro. He not, bro. The first Daniel Dubois fight, he got robbed, bro. He hit him with that body shot right on the belt, bro. And he went down. They robbed that nigga, bro. They robbed that nigga. Then every other fight, when you fought Tyson Fury, all of that shit was fixed. All of that shit was fixed.
Did he
All of
come
that
back and
shit was
stop
fixed.
that nigga?
Bro, the fight was fixed. Bro, listen, man. Y'all, listen. When the lawsuit finally hit and you see these niggas going to court, y'all gonna see a lot of fights under investigation, and y'all gonna be like, wow, wow. And y'all gotta be mindful. The reason they forcing the change of this Ali Act for a certain reason, yo. Yo, this shit deep, bro. This shit deep. This shit deep, man. This shit deep. Turkey and them a motherfucker. They ain't a white Trump. Them niggas motherfuckers, bro. This shit deep. This shit deep, bro. But I love to see. Like I said, man, these niggas cherry picking. I love that you got to give the hungry nigga his opportunity and chance, bro. And these niggas ain't giving these people these fights, man. Ain't giving like I keep saying, Turkey ain't put one big fight on yet. Only big fight he put on was for the UK, which Chris Eubank and Conor Ben. And people need to understand what a big fight is. A big fight is a motherfucker. It's pay per view stars. And they just pay per view stars that sell pay per view. That's a big fight. Manny and Floyd pay per view. Tank and Ryan they pay per view. It's pay per view, bro. And that's the definition of a big fight. You know, not a motherfucker. You just hear. You think that person is a big name, but he's not a pay per view star. That's why everybody wanted to be with PBC because it would turn the people into pay per view stars. But at the end of the day, man, yo, Zupa got 77 billion.
Facts.
They
That
about to break
Paramount.
the shit out. Now you ain't gonna hear one fighter over there make $1 million.
You
Not
don't
one
think so?
fighter over there in Zuffa, TKO was gonna make $1 million. And them niggas just got 7 billion. Time niggas, man. They about to fuck that 7 billion up. They about to pocket all that shit, man. They about to pocket that shit, man. No, but I'm glad the shit that I've been learning so far from like when you dealing with these other countries, you're dealing with the government. You're not like certain like shout out to Queensberry, shout out to Matchroom, shout out to Main Event, certain other people. But if it ain't done, bro, 9 times out of 10, bro, you dealing with the government, bro. You fight Janet Beck, Otavia, Cambosas, all them nigga, you dealing with the Australian government. You go Saudi Riyadh, you're dealing with the Saudi government. Bro, this shit crazy. And then the crazy thing is, during the time when Ray Ford fought Nick Ball over there and got robbed, remember,
Yeah, yeah.
Saudi never had a boxing commission, so they was using the British boxing commission,
Yeah, I was
which
about to say that.
which is illegal. You can't use that in another motherfucking country because that's not your country. You feel me? There's some illegal shit. And what happened? Nick Ball looked cool, but then he beat Savage. Me personally, I say no. It was a good fight, but he ain't beat Ray. He ain't beat Ray Ford, bro.
He not
Like,
better than Ray. And
but
Ray was doing stupid shit.
but when you see majority of the fights that night, you seen some. It was a lot of rivalries that night too, though.
Yeah, I lost money that whole night.
Even in the Bud fight, when Bud fought Madrimov, uh, Jared Miller beat Andy Ruiz and he robbed him. You know what I mean?
Big robbery.
And in that fight, if Turkey was paying the big money, then Bud only made 2.5 million that fight. So how he paying the big money? That's all I want to ask.
How much he made for Canelo?
Say he made like 40, 50 million. So he only made 10, 15 million more. Oh, you made 40, man. You made 10 to 20 more million more than what you did with PBC and Spence. So imagine that shit was over there with PBC. That nigga probably would have made 100. Because remember, Floyd and Pacquiao walked out with numbers. Floyd and Oscar walked off with numbers. But that was on Golden Boy. But so on PBC wise, Floyd and Pacquiao walked out with numbers, bro. Floyd and McGregor walked out with numbers.
That was one of the biggest ones.
But him and Pac did that shit.
And that shit was whack.
That shit was it was too late. It was too late. That shit was late as shit. But Floyd, remember his shoulder, he got therapeutic use exemption, and Pacquiao couldn't. Yeah, when Pacquiao found out, he was like, "Yo, I want that too," and he told him, "No, no, no." Yeah, yeah. And one thing about
Nah.
Floyd, when you fight Floyd, Floyd and them is strict on the rehydration clause, and he's strict on the body sanction rehydration clause. And he's strict on the state athletic commission rehydration clause because every state has a rehydration clause, bro. That's why I be hating when fighters talk that rehydration clause shit. No, nigga, every state has one and every body sanction has one. Because you know the IBF got a 10%, so y'all niggas respect that shit. So, you know, yeah, that should be real too. And people need to learn that in boxing and stop when a person say, well, rehydration clause. No, nigga, stop being a big nigga shrinking your body down to a weight that's not your weight class. You feel me? So if you fighting at 135, you know you're supposed to go to like 140 something, nigga. Don't try to hit 150, don't try to hit 155, don't do none of that, nigga, because you violating. You feel me? Like, come on, man. Niggas gotta keep that shit tall, bro. Real rap. Cause I be disliking that shit, man. I be disliking that shit. Cause I
I
know
be
the
like,
rules.
we bully shit.
I know the rules. I know the sport. So if I know the rules in the sport, no, I'm gonna dislike certain things. Like, bro, you putting the stain on boxing. It's like calling the nigga a rat when you know there's a rehydration clause. And for the people that don't know in the world, they gonna be like, yo, that nigga a bitch. He put a rehydration clause. And then when your dumb ass find out that there's rehydration clauses, you feel like a dickhead. You be like, dang, I'm a blind follower again. Nah, don't blind follow, man. The game real. That shit real and beautiful out here, man. Especially when you learn the rules, man. When you learn the law, bro. Because at the end of the day, you can get your shit together, go to the gym, get a couple amateur fights, and then turn pro. You dig me? You young, you can do it. You feel me? As long as like I tell people, champions are born. People try to breed certain things, but champions are born. You know, and it depends what you mean by breed. If you mean by training, or you mean by a breed. You it's your bloodline, it's your lineage. You born like that, nigga. You born athletic. You feel me? Nigga, I'm an athletic motherfucker. Now I
Trying to
mean,
tell you.
when I was a kid, every time I went to the playground, yo, I got hum. Now I mean, June, I got hum. I got hum. I got hum. Real rap. Football, listen, we gonna blow these niggas out. Just throw the ball as far as you can. Nigga, throw the ball as far as you can. And I go get that shit. From the rip, we blowing niggas out. That nigga not catching the ball, he better run. That's the only thing you can do. Cause I'm a little nigga, but I can. That was my favorite sport. Flipping. We used to go around to different projects, different neighborhoods. I was taking your bids. I mean, that's what we used to battle, challenge. Oh yeah, I take your bid. We lost our bid one time, but it was our own homies and shit. They beat us once, then we went back down there and beat them. Know what I mean? And that was between
Yeah.
Diamond Street and shit. But besides that, man, we teamed up. We used to go around and take that shit. No boxing. It just was in the streets, but niggas just started selling drugs and fighting and being in juvenile prisons and shit, fighting in this joint. Because right now in Pennsylvania, they took all of the juvenile prisons out. Hold on. Yeah, they took all of the juvenile prisons out. They took all of the juvenile prisons out in motherfucking Pennsylvania. So now that's why you got all these goofy ass kids running around. Now you open up the juvenile placements back. Oh, these niggas be bitches. Why? Because they got to see each other. You got to see each other in them joints. But right now, since they took them all away, it's just a bunch of goofy shit. And these young niggas don't know. Like, now y'all get locked up. Y'all niggas, bro, you catch a body. Nigga, you being certified as an adult. They got a place for y'all now. You know, we got one of the most jails in motherfucking America, bro. Prisons in America. And it's fucked up here. Especially the private prisons. We got 40 of them and niggas don't even know about.
Word.
Like, this shit crazy, bro. You know, and plus it's Commonwealth up here. Like, nigga, if a nigga told and he don't come 3 times, you be like, yo, I beat the case. Nigga, now they pick it up. Now they got 3 to 6 times. And you sitting here like me, nigga, they open my case. I beat my shit. They got 30 days to reopen it. 37 business days later, they reopen my shit, bro. Did me dirty. And lie, bro. They lied. They fucking lied, bro. Then they throw the drugs back out and force me to take a deal on my gun, bro. Mad as shit, bro.
And the gun was licensed too.
The gun, all right. Nah, it wasn't licensed. You know, you
Oh, I thought
constitutional
you
law,
told me
you
that
are
bitch is
allowed to.
licensed.
Nah, it was registered. No serial number. No serial number was scratched. It wasn't dirty. It wasn't
Oh,
stolen.
okay.
You know, so you are allowed to have a rifle in your house. You feel me? That person was allowed to have a rifle in their house. I don't live there. I mean, I don't live there. This person ain't got no record. They are allowed to have that gun in their house. So if you run into an apartment complex where you ain't know where nobody was at, you feel me? You run through everybody's shit, fuck all they shit up. You run in a certain situation, whatever you find, and end up getting thrown out because this is no disrespect. I ain't trying to catch no case of nothing, but fentanyl and tranquilizer, it doesn't matter. It comes back inconclusive. So the drugs automatically get thrown out, and I beat my case. So y'all reopened it and lied and said that it was tranquilizer when it never was. You feel me? Because when y'all came with a search warrant, if y'all dealt with a person, which y'all never dealt with me, y'all never sold drugs to these niggas. I ain't got nothing to do with none of these niggas. Whoever y'all dealing with, he ain't got nothing to do with me. So if he gave y'all some shit and y'all got a warrant, a fake warrant, because they gave me a warrant later on, talking about, well, it's fentanyl. If it was tranquilizer, it would have said fentanyl and tranquilizer. But it just said fentanyl, and y'all ain't running a house. Y'all waited till I came outside. Y'all violated the warrant because I came outside at 11 and the warrant was for 12 o'clock. This is the corny shit they do. But the whole thing is, why you got a warrant for me if you don't got my phone number? We never text. We never associated. We never dealt with each other. None of that. So how you get a warrant for me if y'all don't even know me? Never buy no drugs and none of that shit. So when I caught the case, I'm looking at the nigga that I'm thinking cool, like, bro, you locked me up. Because that's the only way you look, bro. Now, mind you, we rappies. It's an informant on the case. A CI. We rappies. We going to court. Your lawyer, a rat lawyer. We going to make a long story short, we going to court. So I got to pay the attorney. I go see my lawyer. I'm out of, hey, what's up? Bust it up. I see my rappy walking by, so I'm banging on the door. Boom, 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 boom. Because my lawyer telling me the cops here, so I'm banging on the door. Yo, that's my rappy. Take me out. I gotta go upstairs. Bro, I never went up. He did. Come back down. I'm like, yo, what's up? What's going on? He ain't telling me nothing. I end up getting a court date 2 days later. I want March 20th. I end up getting a court date for March 22nd. And I'm trying to get a bail reduction so I can get it down to 10,000 so I can bail out. So my bail 300,000. So I was trying to get it down to 10,000 so I can bail out. I go to court that day, nothing. I get a court date for what? Fucking May 20th, May 21st. I go there, I end up beating the case. They throw it out because the drugs come back inconclusive again. Came back inconclusive 3 times. I end up beating the case. Boom. So I'm home, chilling. Nah, man, waiting on I started my first job. So I'm trying to get my other job back. I gotta wait because I had to do a DNA test all over again. So I do the DNA test. So I'm doing that. I'm working one job and I'm working with my cousin at the barbershop. Cutting hair, I just get a phone call. Yo, they reopen your case. Come bring me $1,500 right now, or the sheriff will come get you. I'm like, what the fuck? I had to run. Take my lawyer $1,500 so I won't get locked the fuck up, which I wasn't supposed to because it's still an open case. It's the same case if they reopen it. You feel me? Then I end up paying them motherfucking $10,000 on top of that. So I got this shit. But at the end of the day, I'm innocent. I'm fucking innocent. That's what I was trying to tell my lawyer. Like, bro, like tell the truth. Like, why they reopening something that I beat? Y'all lying and saying it was this drug, nigga. I tell you over the phone. You feel me? I tell you.
No,
Know what I mean? Because I'm trying to get this shit.
Hot on this shit.
Real rap. I'm trying to get this. Man, I'm gonna keep this shit real, man. I ain't nigga. I'm trying to get the time back. Because at the end of the day, y'all forced me to take a deal. So if y'all throw the drugs back out, that means you got no case. You can't charge me with that gun. It's not my house. You can't
They
charge
just
that.
gotta pay a nigga some restitution. Give a nigga a little 500,000. We call it easy.
That shit crazy, bro. Yo. That shit crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here though, bro. You heard? I'm gonna holler at you later.
Y'all. We did, boy. We probably pull back up tonight. It depends. The shit we will pull back up. We probably do the shit back. I'll probably pull back up. Don't talk about this.
Sure.
That's what I'll probably do. We gonna holler at y'all. We out of here, y'all. Get it.
All right.
All right, what?